Buying a pre-construction condo? Here's when it makes sense to buy and when it doesn't. Hi, I'm Sep Neocon, founder of Black Book Properties and CondoBlackBook.com, and we're the only guide you need to know Miami real estate and lifestyle like an insider. As one of Miami's top boutique luxury brokerages, we're experts on luxury condos and pre-construction projects. Since we're in a strong market with low inventory of already built condos, we're seeing a lot of people wanting to buy pre-construction. One question pre-construction buyers have is how to know if your investment will be a good one. Let's talk about it. But before we get started, be sure to hit the subscribe button below to get our latest videos on everything Miami every week. For the last year, we've seen national and local real estate markets have record years. Residential inventory is in short supply, and many markets like Miami's are going through a building boom to catch up to the strong buyer demand. This means we have many new condo projects in the early stages of development, what we call pre-construction phase. So I want to give you an overview of what buying pre-construction is about and help to better understand the dynamics of this type of investment. When buying pre-construction, it's important to know that you can't exactly time the market of when the building gets delivered. From the time that sales for a pre-construction project are launched to the completion of the building typically takes 2 to 3 years. So when you buy the pre-construction, you have to have a timeline and financial strategy that's flexible in terms of what you do with the property. So the bottom line is you can't time the market to know exactly the day you're going to be moving in or exactly what the market's going to be the day you're ready to sell it the day after you've closed. It's just not the way you want to go about it. That's the biggest point I make to clients about buying pre-construction. Compare that to a built property. If you're buying something today that is built, you're starting to get utility use from it right now, right? You know what the market is right now as well. You can start monetizing it by renting it out right now, or you can start using it or living in it, etc. And that's the biggest difference between buying an existing property and buying pre-construction. With pre-construction, you're buying the future. With that clear, how can you time the market or at least hedge the market? Let's say you buy a pre-construction property. You wait the 2 to 3 years for it to be completed and delivered. When that building gets delivered, what happens? What happens is that usually everyone is going to try to either rent it or sell their units at the same time. There's going to be a little bit of initial flood of units that hit the market. That usually puts a little bit of price pressure on the building for a period of time. Just plan for that. So the advice I give my clients is ideally you want to wait about 12 to 18 months after a building is delivered to get the building to a point of stabilization, and maybe at that point is the best time to resell. For renting, I typically say you're going to wait about 6 months to get the best out of your rental. This is a general statement because some buildings, particularly boutique luxury buildings where most people hold on to their properties, sometimes don't fall under this scenario. But in general, this is usually the situation we see. And of course, there's some really hot markets where you land right in the middle of it and it's time to resell the day after you close and you make a big profit, and hallelujah when that happens too. Also, remember that most properties appreciate in value about 3 to 5% a year for both sales and rentals. Let's talk about when it makes sense to buy pre-construction. When what you want doesn't exist. Many of our pre-construction buyers choose pre-construction properties simply because they can't find the type of property they're looking for on the current market. This happens in very strong markets where inventory is low, properties are selling very quickly, or simply if you're looking for something special that doesn't exist on the market. New developments are designed and built off the pulse of what today's buyer's looking for. For example, we're seeing a major trend towards larger condos like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 or more square feet condos. Basically the same square footage of a house. And most existing condos don't have floor plans of this size. So many of our pre-construction buyers are end users who simply want what they want, can't find it on the market other than in pre-construction properties. Same thing is happening with people looking for Airbnb type condos. At the moment, very little inventory existing on the market, so the Airbnb investors or people who want to have that lifestyle buy of being able to use the property and renting it out when they're not using it are going towards pre-construction. Pre-construction may make sense if you want to be the first to live in it. We also see certain clientele simply wanting to be the first to live in a place they're buying. They're intent on never living in a pre-owned property. It's just a matter of taste and comfort for them, and they prefer to wait to be able to live in their brand new property. Also, many of these clients are able to customize and design this property exactly to their needs without the hassle of a renovation. You want the pick of the litter, no hunting required. Similar to clients who want to be the first to live in a property, buying pre-construction is good for buyers who know exactly what they want and want to be able to choose it, floor by floor, floor plan by floor plan. This is most true if you buy early in the development process when you'll get to choose from the best options. So the beauty of pre-construction is that you typically have a much bigger choice of floor plans, floor levels, views, and so on. Basically picking off the grid, picking off the plan. And if you're someone who wants the best floor plan with the biggest balcony and the best view on this corner, on this floor level, on this low or this high of a floor, well, you'll have that available to you if you get in early enough. You want to participate in the real estate market, but not be an owner. There's another very interesting benefit to buying pre-construction that many don't consider. As a pre-construction buyer, you essentially get to participate in potential equity growth in a market for 2 to 3 years while you're waiting for a property to be developed, while at the same time not having the headache or costs of actually being an owner. You're under contract and have secured your investment, but you don't have to worry about managing it or maintaining it until after it's completed and delivered to you. No property taxes, no maintenance fees, no tenants. So think about that. In general, there are lots of great reasons why buying pre-construction might be right for you. For more information on the process, the pros and cons of buying pre-construction, check out our other videos or our pre-construction mega guide in condoblackbook.com. And we have more videos and blogs on the way. If you've got specific questions or want to know about the pre-construction condo buildings we've got available right now for you, give us a call or leave a comment below and take a look at some of our videos and links listed in the summary below. As always, I'm Sep Neocon. Thanks for watching and have a great day.